Good morning, gardeners and friends. Today it is raining outside, so we are in our rain gear. I'm not going to stay out here very long, just taking a look around the garden and seeing what needs to be done this week. There's a lot that we have to get to prep for the fall, and so just going to take a quick walk around and we'll look at each zone. I'm still really trying to figure out what to do with this Hellstrip, and these hostas are looking pretty sad. The balloon flowers still have some purple on them. Look at that pretty little bloom right there. But everything else is kind of woody. This is some candy tuft, which comes up in the spring, and there's some tulips over there. We've got to figure out something that will work for this. So if you have any ideas, drop me some lines in the comments so I can pull from your brain power. Let's go over to the front of the yard. This is a part of zone 1 as well. I still have not pulled up this lamb's ear, so I need to pull that up and split it. I cut back the phlox yesterday, so they're looking a little bit better. My camellia's got new leaves on it back there. That's exciting. And the candy tuft up here is looking pretty good, along with the phlox. I do need to come back and cut back these white wands. But overall, this area looks pretty good. Get some weeding done in here this week. And then, doesn't even look like it needs much. Maybe put a little bit of land and sea compost down. Okay, let's head over to this front bed. I transplanted this limelight hydrangea, this little lime, and it's not loving the transplant. I did it when it was really hot. I did the same with the phlox back there. I cut those back as well. They had transplant shock. This Mr. Bowling Ball, one of the cats was peeing on, and so I just have to wait and see what it does. I'm going to put some land and sea compost down in here, get some weeding done this week. Overall, this Castle Spire Holly is looking really good. We pulled up all our petunias over here, minus one set back there in the back. They still look pretty good. I can probably do a little bit of deadheading. But look, we've got some new gardenias coming up. Look at that bud right there, new gardenia buds. Our Grand Blandy boxwoods are looking nice. There's vines growing on the fence, so I need to get those cut down. And we are now in zone 2. I mulched this area, so it's looking pretty decent. This azalea's got a lot of weeds coming up around it. I started pulling away at them last night as I was just out here to empty the trash. But I probably need to put down some more mulch so that it doesn't get too overruly, and then dig some of those up. Our burning bush is starting to turn red. I love when it starts to turn red. That little pinkish color is so pretty. I did a little bit of deadheading on these over the weekend, but I need to get some more done. This is a peony, and I don't know what kind it is because it was here before I moved in, but it needs some iron. The leaves have a tad bit of chlorosis. I've been saying it for quite some time. I don't really want it there. I kind of want to put some uprights here, maybe some derunk boxwoods. I've ordered some because I cleared out the lilies from behind here. They were just looking too messy, and I'm not in love with lilies. I don't like how messy they get. You can see just it's a lot of leaves, so I've got to dig out the lilies. But so far, so good. This is a boxwood that I'm trying to rehab. It's a really small Japanese cultivar that stays really low to the ground. These are its companions, but you can see this one got a little too much sun, so we're trying to rehab that. Our phlox flops in the rain. And in this zone here, not much to do. Look, our mums are starting to come up. This is when you know it's really fall. This is exciting. I want to get some more to fill in around this limelight, and I don't know what I'm going to do on the back of this fence, but it needs some cleanup work. And then let's head over here. I'm still trying to get some cardboard down over here. I finally found the box cutter, so that's on the plans and the list for this week. These verbena, though, ever since I cleaned out the weeds, are growing very nicely. I still have a lot of work to do under them as well, though. Get that cardboard down and then get some mulch down. This is a Nellie Stevens holly. And these verbena are looking pretty good too. A lot of weeds to pull up though. A lot of weeds in this zone. I don't really cut the hostas back until they are completely wilted and dead. They're burned up by the sun, but this is, look at all this new growth in this one. Look how pretty it is underneath here. It's nice and hidden by these Oakland holly leaves, so we got a bit to do. All right, I'm gonna get out of the rain, go for a walk, and then I will probably head on over to the garden center. Have a good day. Okay, it stopped raining for a while, so I decided to come out and lay out the new items that I got for the Hellstrip. I got some mums, yellow, purple, and white. I got some Japanese spurge, which you see in the back, right back there. It's a ground cover. I'll pop that around in various places. And then I got some Gara. And over here, I actually didn't know what this was, but it's sage. It's a Furman's Red Autumn Sage, and it smells amazing. So I'm gonna use all of these. I am actually gonna trim back these hostas just because they don't look very nice. I'm gonna pop out the balloon flowers, and then I'm gonna move those over here somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll make sure that they are settled. And it's the same exact thing on the other side. I got the sage, some aster, some gaura, and the spurge, and so I'll pop those around. I also got this, what appears to be a sedum. I don't know what it is. It didn't have a name on it, but it looks cool. It looks like it should be drought tolerant. So we'll see how that does out here as well. Hopefully this will look much better by the end of the day. And I'm gonna cover it in compost and see how we do with that. So I'm not going to record the planting because I'm probably not going to do it right now. I'm gonna try to get to it later this evening, but I will make sure that the finished product is included. Stay tuned. So we've got one side finished. I came out and did this during my lunch break. It only took me about a good 15 or so minutes. And I'll get to the other side probably around this evening sometime. I'm really happy about the color display, and once these mums grow in, you'll see even more variety. So we've got the purple aster that's creating a little bit of some color right now. I'd like to get something blue in here as well, but in the meantime, I'm happy with what it looks like. Thinking a blue violet of some type.